guys like to go on a fun learning adventure?
We do too! But first, click on the link in the chat box to follow our trail. We are on our way to different countries, and we will learn all about geography and its relationship to economic development. So come on and join us!
Geography? Economic development? Do they have a relationship? What are geography and economic development?
Oh, let's ask our good friend here, Ramiel.
Hi Francis and Paula. Today I'll be discussing geography and economic development. What is geography? Geographic location or geography indicates a point on Earth with its absolute position determined by longitude and latitude coordinates, providing precise, self-contained location information. These coordinates help in precisely identifying and locating places on the globe. What is longitude and latitude? Longitude signifies the east to west placement of a geographical point with longitude lines extending from the North Pole to the South Pole. The prime meridian serves as the reference line for longitude, passing through Greenwich, England, and effectively dividing the Earth into the eastern and western hemispheres. Latitude represents the north to south location of a place, and these lines traverse the Earth at right angles to longitude lines. The equator serves as a central reference line, splitting the Earth into the northern and southern hemispheres, while all other latitude lines run parallel to it. Now, what is economic development? Economic development is the transformation of basic low-income national economies into advanced industrial ones. While it's occasionally used interchangeably with economic growth, it primarily refers to a shift in a country's economy involving both qualitative and quantitative enhancements. The theory of economic development, which explores the progression from underdeveloped and impoverished economies to more advanced and prosperous ones, holds great significance for less developed nations. Thank you for listening, Pao and Francis.
We know so much about geography and economic development. We'll go ahead and move forward to our adventure. Bye! I wonder what's the relationship of geography and to economic development?
What a great question! Maybe you can ask our buddy Rick, who is good at relationship.
Hi, Rick!
Hi!
Sure. The relationship of geography and economic development is that geography significantly impacts economic development by influencing resource availability, transportation networks, market access, and the types of industries that can thrive in a region. It is important to understand it because it allows government and businesses to make informed decisions on resource allocation and economic strategies, enhancing the overall development of economies. There are factors that geography deeply affects how nations grow economically. First, natural resources. Second, climate and agriculture. Third, trade and transportation. Fourth, infrastructure development. Fifth, vulnerability to natural disasters. Sixth, cultural and historical factors. And lastly, globalization. All in all, geography is like a stage for economic development, while it offers opportunities through resource and trade. It also brings challenges like environmental issues. Understanding these dynamics is key to creating effective strategies for sustainable economic growth.
What do we do next?
We're just getting started on the exciting part. We will go on a trip.
Trip? I love trips!
Come on, let's go! Whoa, where are we?
We're in Nepal!
I think I know someone who lives here. Our good friend Albert.
Hi Albert! Maybe you can tell us more about Nepal's geography and its economic development.
Did you know that Nepal geographical challenge is a landlocked country with rugged terrain including the Himalayan mountain range? It's in challenging geography hinders access to market, trade, and infrastructure development. First, its economic impact. The difficult geography limits economic activities, making it heavily reliant on agriculture and remittance from overseas workers. Development projects are often hampered by challenging terrain and susceptibility to natural disasters. Next, climate change. Global warming and climate change are already affecting Nepal's gross domestic product. Increased flooding and heat stress on labor productivity are some of the consequences of climate variability in the country. Then, agricultural productivity. Climate variability has led to lower agricultural productivity. In Nepal, this has direct impact on the economy as agriculture is a significant sector in the country. After that, the infrastructure challenges because it is a landlocked country with limited resources for economic development. It also faces challenges in terms of inadequate transportation network, which hampers trade and connectivity. Finally, population growth. Nepal has been experiencing population growth that exceed the growth in agricultural production. This has led to poverty becoming a fixture in the country, making it one of the poorest nations.
Thank you. On to the next.
On to the next.
Where are we?
We're in the Philippines.
I think Rumiel lives here in the Philippines. Maybe he can help us out.
Hi, Ramiel.
Hi Francis and Pau. Today I'll be discussing the Philippines' geographical location and its economic development. The nation is highlighted by the changing geoeconomics of trade, supply chains, and shipping routes due to economic topography. Actually, the Philippines rank 5th in the world for mineralization. It is rich in cobalt, gold, silver, copper, and even nickel, thus creating an opportunity for the country in terms of this sector. The mining sector should also adapt to tackle concerns related to safety, labor standards, and its environmental footprint. A comprehensive approach to advancing in mining industry is vital to ensure sustainable benefits for society and to safeguard the potential for future generations. Hence, if the Philippines makes strategic decisions, it has the potential to become an attractive destination for companies looking to move their manufacturing facilities away from other countries. By updating and modernizing labor laws, the country could gain a competitive advantage over other countries as well. That's all, Pao and Francis. Thank you.
I think now we should know what is the importance of economic development and geography.
I agree. Oh, let me try to reach out to my bestie over here. Hi, JC.
Hi, JC.
Hi, that was a fruitful question, Paula and Francis. So let me remind you that geography and the economy are interconnected, with geographic factors significantly shaping economic development. So these factors includes the availability of resources, transportation system, and market access, which influence the type of industries that can thrive in a region. So in essence, geography plays a vital role in molding the economy, impacting everything from natural resources and climate to infrastructures and demographics. So for further evidence, let me present to you this table from a paper titled Geography and Economic Development. So this table, it provides a summary of geographical characteristics from various major regions, including their average GDP per capita, total population, land area, and other factors linked to economic development. So as you can see here in the table, Sub-Saharan Africa as the poorest region exhibits characteristics associated with lower income levels. It has a substantial portion of its land located in tropical areas. It has a population mainly concentrated in inland. It has a significant proportion of its population residing in landlocked countries. It has a considerable distance from core European markets and a low population densities in both coastal and inland areas. In contrast, Europe, the most prosperous region or the richest presented, is non-tropical. It is densely populated near coastal regions. It has a minimal population in landlocked areas and maintains a moderate population density. So, what does this imply? Based on this evidence, or in this table, tropical regions experience slower development than temperate ones, likely as a result of a higher disease risk and a lower agricultural production. Compared to the hinterlands, coastal regions and those connected to them through ocean navigable waterways are strongly favored for development. So, recognizing this connection is essential for policymakers, investors, and business leaders looking to make informed decisions. So yeah, I hope you've learned something from me today. Thank you!